turn up, babe, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my rose when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Ready! 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. It's great. 19, shit, 2-6, switch. Take off.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll try the left side. Akers. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Off the play fake. Fields eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got a man. Complete. A big third down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
I'm going to run you over. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Watch the play.
Looking to throw. Fields. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back to throw. Fields under pressure again, and down he goes again. Darren Lee able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Fields. And the pressure gets to him again. Trey Flowers. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch the end. Slam. Let's go. Jim.
On third down, Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Check 50. Check 99. Check the home. Check.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Right here. Showing it.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Back. Protein spill. Yep. Move. Snap.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Hey. Here we go. Mike's 50. Get it.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, let's go. Watch the screen. Watch the show. Look at me. Door. Door out. Watch the twist. On your team. Shoot.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Check. Look at me. Zipper. Fight.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Ready, set. Watching your ball. That's the pass. Ball. Hey, turn it up. Go. 55. Hey, let's get in that roll.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To throw from his end zone. Fields going deep this time from a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hey, team 6.
Mine's 50. They can't hang with us.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fights off the defender.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
In your face.
Hey, exit.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now.
Here we go, here we go.
Deep dribble.
Now back to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5.
2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
General West.
55, Mike 55.
Yes, yes.
2nd and 5. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Even, 4 down, even. Deuce.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Switch. Shit.
Go.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check, 55, come on.
Get it.
This is Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here you go. And 2 stop. Squeeze.
Crunch.
Rock it.
He's coming. We got double up. Switch. Check your hot read.
Hey, Charlie.
He's checking crack. 25, check 25. Check 3. Bang.
Shoot.
He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to it.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Look at me, zipper!
On second down, it's Jones. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
61, matchbox, Mike. Go!
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This quarterback now 6 of 10 of this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Hey, zoom.
Back to throw here. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Protein spill.
Kill.
Hey, high 7.
They'll throw now on the final play. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 12. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Again, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Kill.
X3, 218, chop.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This is taken around the 12. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown. Yards on the punt return. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
This will be taken short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Kill, turn it up. Kill, turn it up.
6'6", pull it high.
Lucky. Check 37, check 37.
Hey!
On second down, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Austin. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. On 3rd down. It's Austin, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Off play action. Fields. It's caught by Bryant. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the run. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try the left side. Akers. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try the left side. Akers, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This will be taken very short.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Check three.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On 3rd down, it's Austin, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Off the play fake, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's pick it up.
Back to the air on second down. Fields. 20! They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On third down, Austin. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, check. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. In the face. Zip it. Right up. Bravo. Mike 50, Mike 50. Two left, right. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check 9. Go. Shit. Bumps out the helmet. Here we go. Fast.
Back to throw. Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The 40. The 30. 10. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 86 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
We got 3. We got 3. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Operating from the gun. Fields. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jags, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1.